The soul always knows what to do to heal itself. The challenge is to silence the mind. Caroline Meese. There's a moment in every person's life when comfort begins to feel like a trap. The routine, the predictability, the false peace of doing just enough to get by. But here's the truth your soul has always known. You didn't come here to be comfortable. You came here to evolve, to rise, to break open and discover what lives beneath the surface of who you think you are. Let's talk about comfort. It feels good at first, doesn't it? The same job, the same habits, the same emotional patterns. Safe, predictable, familiar. But here's what no one tells you. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Garrison Wynn. If you stay in comfort too long, it becomes a cage. The relationship that no longer feeds your soul, but you stay because it's better than being alone. The job that kills your spirit, but pays the bills. The lies you tell yourself just to avoid discomfort. This is good enough. I should be grateful. Maybe I'm not meant for more. But your soul knows. It nudges you. It whispers through anxiety, through restlessness, through depression. Not as punishment, but as a reminder. You were made for more.
Let me tell you about Sarah.
She was a teacher in her hometown for 15 years, loved by everyone, stable, secure. But every morning, she woke up with a heaviness she couldn't explain. Until one day, she sat in silence and asked, "Is this it?" She realized the thing making her unhappy wasn't external. It was the part of her soul screaming to evolve. She had always wanted to write, to share stories of healing, but she was afraid of failure, of discomfort, of losing approval. Still, she did it. She left the job. She moved to a new city. She cried. She doubted. She lost sleep, but she came alive. Her soul was no longer buried under comfort. It was finally awake. You know why growth is painful? Because it demands change. Your new life will cost you your old one. Anonymous. When you evolve spiritually, you must let go of who you were. Old beliefs, old attachments, old versions of yourself. That's not easy, but it's necessary. Think of the seed buried in the soil. It breaks, it stretches, it pushes through darkness, and only then does it become a tree. The same is true for your soul. Discomfort isn't a sign you're on the wrong path. It's often the greatest confirmation you're on the right one.
Here is practical exercise, discomfort journal. Try this. Tonight before bed, write down 1. What's one area in my life where I feel stuck but comfortable? 2. What am I afraid would happen if I stepped out of that comfort? 3. What is my soul asking me to do? Write it, feel it, be honest. Growth always begins with awareness. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, honorable, and compassionate. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Your soul didn't come here to live a life that just looks good. It came to embody truth, to heal generations of pain, to love deeply, to walk through fire and still choose light. You didn't come here to be liked. You came to be real. You didn't come to blend in. You came to awaken. And that's why comfort will never fulfill you. Here is practical example. Meet David, corporate executive, great salary, 2 cars, a nice home. But one day he collapsed at work. Doctor said it was burnout, but spiritually, it was much deeper. He had been living someone else's version of success, ignoring his true calling, to help others heal through breathwork and mindfulness. So after recovery, he left the business world, started guiding meditation classes, started over with less money but more joy. He didn't choose comfort, he chose truth. And it set him free.
Every discomfort holds a hidden lesson. Fear teaches courage. Loneliness teaches self-connection. Pain teaches compassion. Resistance reveals what you're avoiding. Sometimes when you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried, but you've actually been planted. Christine Kane. So don't run from the discomfort. Sit with it. Learn from it. Let it open you. That's how the soul grows.
You don't have to quit your job tomorrow. You don't have to burn your life down to awaken. But start small. Speak the truth you've been swallowing. Set the boundary you've been avoiding. Say yes to something that scares you, but excites your soul. Growth is a series of uncomfortable, holy steps.
You didn't come here to be comfortable. You came here to rise, to fall, to rise again, to remember who you are underneath the noise. You were born with wings. Why prefer to crawl through life? Roomy comfort may feel safe, but aliveness lives in the unknown. So today, choose growth. Choose truth. Choose your soul's path, even if it shakes you. Because the soul didn't come here to be comfortable. It came here to become free.
Let discomfort be your teacher, not your enemy.
Subscribe to Mindful Ascent for more inner awakenings.